Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome. It's good to have you here. I know it's been a long time since I made a video, but I needed the break. Um, some of it personal, and some due to fact that I was doing woodturning non-stop for 3 years, and after a bit, it can. Well, I don't want to say boring, but uh, you could repeat a lot of stuff unless you get ideas, a lot of ideas, and I've exhausted them. But there's always, something you could do that you're not thinking. So um, I thought to myself, I need to get back to doing it, to turning it again. And I had a lot of messages from you guys asking how I am, which I'm grateful. Thanks for them, and I hope you guys also are okay and stay safe. Let's get down to business. I haven't turned for a couple of months. I hope I haven't forgot. Let's just say that. But um, I wanted the comeback to be something nice, so I got you guys a Thuya Burr. It's very rare, and you could get small pieces to do pen turnings, and I saw this and I was like, I have to have it. So, but it seems like the guy who had it didn't know what to do with it, or had the idea of coring this but didn't have a right tool, because that looks to me as if he was using a parting tool, and you would need to have such a long parting tool to get all the way down there, and then you make a cone sort of shape. This is way too hard, this wood, to core unless it's wet, and this isn't wet, this is dry to the core, you know. So that's why he was struggling and gave up on it, which is a shame. You should never give up on some pieces like this. What I'm gonna do is ignore this. I'm not gonna be able to core it, since it's too small to be cored as well on my coring jig ball saver. So I'm just gonna take it out, slowly, and make it like a ball sort of shape, and give it a nice design. And okay, I had to sharpen my tools. It's been ages since they've been sharpened. So let's get started. I'm gonna make a tenon to go on my chalk, standard chalk jaws. Wow. Lovely, lovely textures. What I'm trying to be careful is because he established the thickness, I don't want to make it too thin up there. So trying to take it down as much possible to take this part, make it true, and then hollow it out. Guys, check out how shiny it got just with sanding. That goes to show you how much oil content there is in this wood and the density of it. Can't wait to put the Yorkshire grit on it. I had to do a little filling here, which does blend after I put the finish on, but I had to, otherwise I couldn't possibly make the thickness smaller, because it's gonna have to get through as well in there, so it wasn't possible. I had to fill it. Okay, I'm gonna use my 6mm carbide, round carbide. Okay, I'm going to apply Yorkshire grit. Wow, I love this part. I think that's the most beautiful wood I've turned so far. The depth and details to this texture, the texture of it is so unique, I think. Okay guys, I've got a faceplate mounted here with a piece of wood like rounded a bit, and two pieces of microfiber cloth, and I'm pushing with the tailstock in order to keep it in place. So basically I'm going to take light cuts and shape this, and I've decided that there's too much going on here to have a foot as well. It'll distract. You want all the attention to be on this, and if I put a black foot on this, black always attract more attention, and takes, as you can see, it takes away the attention to the foot, whereas you want to see all these burrs, black spots on it, and get drawn to the depth of the texture rather than just the foot. So let's do this. Just gonna go slow. That seems to be running through. I like that. I've made the foot concaved so it sits nicely, and then this little bit left here, it'll get chiseled out and sanded so there's no mark left then. But I don't recommend going with like skew here and try to wedge your screw here, just to save you a little bit of time and risking the whole project. Some people may find it comfortable, confident and do it, that's fine, but I personally don't ever risk it, especially such a nice wood like this. There's no need to risk it, just takes a couple of minutes extra and you get it, you know you're not gonna have accident. I've done the sanded the base, as you can see, no marks at all. So what I'm gonna do is, I've done the other two buffs this is the last one, so it's going to use the Canubra wax, 1800 RPM. There we go, guys. I gotta say, the finish, it's not because of me doing it well, it's just that this wood, it's so nice and dense, that, and also it being oily wood helps as well, that it becomes such a nicely finished. But you can get good finish on other types of woods as well with this kit. It's a 3-part chestnut buffing kit. I recommend it. Inside, you may ask what I've done. I've applied a Hamshishin high gloss, which is safe wood. Safe waxes and beeswax and things like that. Canubra wax in there as well. So basically same thing, but because I can't do the inside, I buffed it with it being on the lathe and used the tissue, soft tissue to buff it up, and it's got it well, I guess. But let me know if you agree. I think that on its own, it's better than having a foot, which also gonna be a weak spot on the structure of it. Like, even though I would use epoxy, but it's still, I prefer it one piece if I could, and if it looks one piece better, I'd keep it that way. But can be done, you know, still the way I had it, and or drill a hole here, and because I've concaved it, the foot would sit against it nicely. So can still be done technically, but I really don't want to. I like it the way it is. I'll put some pictures at the end, but thanks a lot for watching. I hope you liked what I made, and there'll be more videos coming. And sorry about not being active for a couple of months. I needed the break. And I hope you're all doing well. Take care, everyone.